Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Okay, so welcome back, everyone. It's been too long. So everybody remember who's playing what?
Not in the foggiest. No.
Good, then we can make you guys go around the table introducing yourselves and your characters.
Alright, I'll go first. I'm Michael. I am playing Aconite, the Goblin Ranger.
I am Dave. I am playing Tithe, the Bugbear Warcaster.
I'm Yvonne. I'm playing Lishka, the Hobgoblin Cleric.
I'm Ashley, playing La Sombre Giggle Snort, Goblin Rogue. Somebody giggle snorted. And I have a pet mouse, and his name is Zill. Everybody loves Zill.
I'm Jerome. I'm playing a hobgoblin fighter named Rexla.
My name is Daniel. I'm playing Hobgoblin Paladin of Conquest named Agdon.
That's when I write them all down. Okay, so last week you guys were heading down the switchback.
I've been faking it this whole time.
The switchback that was going down the chasm. Hey, how's it going? And you guys ran into the rodents of unusual size.
I don't believe them. They're a myth.
So you guys made it to the very bottom of the switchback. You know, you realized that for some weird reason, the castle was, like the legends that you heard, pulled down into the ground, and the earth basically fell in around it. So you have this castle in a chasm. It's like half buried. And your switchback lets you go down and see what used to be the courtyard around the castle. And there's a...
I remember this.
You remember this?
I remember this because I got the really good roll and
really good shot where you like straight down and saw the whole...
Well, like, yeah, that one. Yeah, I remember now.
You're super perceptive.
I am extra perceptive.
So you guys head down the switchback, and you get to what used to be some kind of, gate area. Who's going in first?
I did.
I'm a meat shield, so.
Okay, so you see that there's this heavy-duty door that you can tell, obviously, goblins and kobolds, would have a hard time dealing with this unless they went after it en masse. But you notice that a couple of the planks for the door are ripped open and bent, so that way anyone small could just, walk right through it. For anyone that's not small, you probably want to open the door so you guys can get in.
We should probably perceive.
Yeah, I'll take a look through the way.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, spying inside, right? That's all we're...
Yep. Well, you want to go for the perception.
Yeah.
Looking for traps and things, because insight would be trying to figure out some...
Well, no. I said inside.
Oh,
not
inside.
Insight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Peering inside.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Unnatural
His face
20.
comes out.
Unnatural 20?
Yeah.
So when you kind of
Looks
look
clear.
in, and you do the whole silent tracker thing, where you tell the group to hold up, and you look, and you're noticing that there's a ton of tracks that go back and forth, and you're identifying at least 3 different species. Basically, goblin-ish, you believe, kobold-ish because you can definitely tell they're unshoed feet easily. And probably some humanoid. You can't really tell because they're actually wearing shoes, but definitely a full-size humanoid. So it could be human, hobgoblin, whatnot. As well as, the skittering of small little rodent feet and regular-sized rodent feet.
Sorry, that struck me funny.
Then some weird scratchy footprints you can't quite make out, but you think might be those little nasty bush things.
No, let's not go in there.
Okay. Not a fan of those.
But it looks like only maybe one or two, and it's been a long time since they passed.
Okay, so yes, I relay this back as, hey, there's been people inside. Does it? So it looks fairly clear. I can
basically
really
this box is out here, and it has a little 15-foot interior area that when you look across, you notice there's something funky with the floor right here, right in front of the next door. There's something off with the floor.
Okay, so and the door is the obvious way in.
Yeah.
So we might want to figure out another way around this.
Wasn't there a way above us that was spotted?
Yeah,
like a window or something.
Pretty much this circular tower area, you could literally climb and go right into it. All the levels that were above it at one point have all broken and rotted down.
That's athletics, right?
Uh-huh.
Climbing. I mean,
and if you want to scale that, you could.
Adventure.
I'm sure I would make it.
Yeah, I would give that a shot.
Okay.
It's all up to you guys.
I'll give him a boost.
Okay, so you guys are like, no, we're not going through the obvious opening here. It's too obvious. Okay,
we want to work for our treasure.
Dun, 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 dun. So that's the earth and rock. And of course, there's tons of rubble and things from rocks that have fallen from above.
Oh no. We definitely don't want to be down there, guys.
So who all's going to try climbing the little 20-foot tower?
Me.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay. Now, does anybody have a climbing kit? Climbing kit could be a thing. Bust out some rope and
Do
pitons and.
I have rope. I don't think I have the specialty.
I think the Dungeoneer's kit is the one.
Yeah. Like I had Dungeoneer or Explorer, and I went Explorer, which is not right.
It happens.
Apparently.
20 feet?
Yeah.
So I'm about 8 feet.
So you're going to give somebody definitely a good advantage?
How tall are you?
6'3".
Yeah,
so that's 14.
Size. So it's a quick scurry up the wall on your shoulders.
And then there'd be, how big's the goblin? 14 feet?
Yeah, the goblin's 2 feet.
2 feet, so it'd be 6 feet.
So the
It's a very
hobgoblin,
tall goblin.
with
The ladder,
you being
right?
the human ladder,
Part goblin, part giant.
the hobgoblin
Right.
will only need one roll to scamper up there, but the goblin will need 2 rolls, which is better than doing 3 rolls. And of course, it'll give both of you guys advantage on your first climb, which one of you only needs 1 climb. So who's going to go first?
You do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Natural 1.
A natural 1.
But we get advantage, right?
You get advantage. Thank God for you.
It's not much better than 10.
10? Mm-hmm. Hey, 10 is good enough. The mortar is worn out in this tower, so you're just barely... You start climbing up the bugbear, and you kind of slip.
You pull down.
He's kind of oily.
His shaggy mane.
That's fur oil.
It's like beard oil
I buy
for
that
your
in a
body.
bucket.
And just dump it.
Bugbear oil.
Gross.
Otherwise, it just gets really tight.
You have a slow progress of you scampering up to the lip, and then as soon as you get to the lip, you notice that as you look down, you saw what the road described earlier is pretty much it's wide open except for broken timbers and stuff going down, and you see a thing. A thing, but let's find out what the goblin sees too. If the goblin can get
let's
up
do
there.
that. With 20.
Okay, you want to try rolling again? See if you roll amazing.
Sure.
You have advantage, so
18.
Okay. So basically, as the hobgoblin he's kind of like just.
And I'm like, la 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 la.
You're like. And then the hobgoblin, he peers over the edges and looks down. And obviously, with your dark vision and your hearing, now that you're like above, down, there's sound coming up. It's the chittering, barking voices of kobolds. You recognize this immediately.
Oh, I hate kobolds.
As you look down, and of course you're looking down, and you notice that there's a piece of lumber that sticks out about 10 feet high, and there's a little wheel and rope that's obviously tied to something down
A
on the
kobold
ground.
well.
And there's it looks like some kind of, it was maybe a door at one point, but it's all burnt and broken, and there's 3 kobolds sitting on top of it as a raised platform in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So they're about 10 feet off the ground.
So wait,
It's like a chandelier.
and they're
But a
sitting on the
platform.
chandelier.
Yeah.
And it's secured by a rope.
And it's secured by it, like there's rope and then chain and then rope and then chain. Basically, they hodgepodge together some kind of support.
I want to throw one of my axes at the rope.
Okay.
Anyone have a problem with me?
I mean,
We're
As you all
outside.
see, you all see
with
like
us.
he climbing, he's balanced on the wall, and he.
You might use a different dice. Just a thought.
No, this one's special to me.
My precious, I don't care how bad you roll.
Okay, so how far away are they from where we're
From
at?
where you're at, it's going to be about 10 feet. You're going to be chucking it down.
Okay.
and
So
if
they-
they fall, they're going to be falling through the hole.
No, they're
Or is
they're
that
on a
a different
chandelier that's about
spot?
10 feet off the ground.
Right, but
So
you
they
said
just-
that there was a place with, like, wood that was broken away, but
Yeah,
that's
The
not where
layers-
they are.
No, they're below that.
Okay,
basically-
you're talking about the
think
roof.
about it.
The roof.
Yeah,
was-
there's a 20-foot tall tower that probably had 3
Gotcha.
floors, and the floors are all rotted down and broken, so there's like half support sticking out and bits of floor and chunks like that, but the floor was mostly cleared out. And they've got a little joist coming out of the wall that they've got a pulley to where their little platform hangs up. Because they've learned a thing or two. They found out if they stand on a 10-foot platform and attack from that platform, they have advantage on you. Or at least the first guy who opens that door.
All right. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
gonna hook my.
Do you want to, like, arrange for them to...
Well, actually, wait. Are you
Come in.
sitting on my shoulders?
No, she's still climbing because she had to climb twice to your once.
Okay.
So
Then-
while
oh.
she's still scampering, you're like,
Okay.
and everyone below is just seeing you up on the wall.
So that would be 17.
17. That's a good throw. Go ahead and roll for damage. Let's see if you get really lucky. That dice is making you work for it.
Apparently, that would be 6.
You throw your axe, and all of a sudden, as you throw your axe, because of course all of a sudden they're like just chittering amongst themselves, and then they all look up in unison. You see these 3 little kobolds with their little slings, and a pile of stones in their little shield, and they all look up at you as the axe comes flying, and they just hear the wood go ka-tong. And you all of a sudden, just this moment of pause where you're looking at them, they're looking at you, and
like
then all of
in
a
the Looney
sudden you
Tunes.
hear this shredding sound of fabric as this cloth rope just rips where the axe hit it, and they are, which this is going to be ugly because it is a 10-foot fall,
And they are kobolds.
and they are kobolds. Oh shit.
That was impressive.
As you see this chandelier platform dealio come crashing down, and the chain and the bits of rope come crashing down, and you just see 2 of the kobolds just crumple into just piles. One of them somehow got tilted under the thing and squished and sprayed out. And there's one kobold sitting there staggered. Like, what just happened? As he's looking up at you, he must have been like dead center and rode that sucker down. But he's not looking too good.
He jumped at the end.
Got a couple broken legs.
So
some ribs
I assume
are
they
sticking
all
out.
hear.
You hear this loud clamor because it's echoing straight up, and then it's hitting the canyon wall and echoing in every
Oh no!
direction.
Oh no! That wasn't intended. I mean, the kobold thing was.
Yeah.
But...
Go ahead and give me another climb.
I was going to say, I want to climb.
Oh, and someone was counting on me for my natural one.
What did you get there?
Well, I rolled a 1, and then it's so it's a 4.
So you get him out now.
So you were scampering up there because you saw him up there. He was like pulling his axe out.
I got distracted by his axe.
He got this
and
pose,
I was like, "This is dangerous for me."
And as he threw that axe and it hit the timber, it shook the wall. It shook the tower wall. So as you grabbed, because you're a small little goblin, you jumped and grabbed one brick, and that brick is coming out. And all of a sudden, you look up at him. And you look at the brick, and you look up at him, and then you realize you're with the brick, and the wall is still there, and you and the brick are not where you were. As you slowly come falling out, you are free falling, and the brick and you separate for a half second, so it's not going to land on top of you, hopefully.
That's good.
As you're coming down.
Can I catch her?
I was hoping somebody would ask you that.
I'm still recovering. So
yeah. Give me an athletics roll.
I was climbing on him.
14.
14. Okay, so you.
And I do have that in the extended
huge
reach.
Gorilla arms.
Right.
You know, as you're falling,
I'm not.
And all of a sudden, as you're falling, this big furry gorilla bugbear hand just snatches you out of the air.
I would imagine it's a lot like when you grab a kid by the ankle or something and you're kind of swinging them. So I take you down and you like swing back just barely.
Oh man, I instantly feel bad for all the children I've done that to.
And all you know that clinging to your hair is that poor mouse swinging like
She's safe in the nest.
And then so I slow the roll and bring it back and set you down.
And you are back on the ground and plopped.
Thank you.
So what are all the rest of you doing? You're here.
Am I?
There's still one alive.
I'm in a hole in the wall, or am I in this outer area?
Here's where it basically becomes a box,
okay,
and there's the big giant, double doors that are peeled back, and you're looking in, and you saw.
Okay, so I was still back here.
Yeah, and this door is closed.
Yeah.
But you know that there's something definitely funky with the floor in front of it.
Yes.
It looks like there's a 15-foot square in front of the floor there that might be funky. Especially you being a crafty woodsman. You're like, I could do 100 different crafty things.
Obviously not the funky like there's a carpet over it.
No.
We're not that lucky.
God, can awesome.
Yeah.
And a gold carpet.
Hey,
I imagine it's like super dirty shag.
Hey, throw something heavy on it and see what happens.
Not it.
It's like I was basically trying to figure out, like, am I like peering into the room, or am I peering into the room before the room? Yeah. Speaking of that, actually, I'll toss my hunter's trap onto that funky area to see, just as a weighted thing, to see what's going to happen.
Okay, go ahead and give me a dex for tossing your trap onto it. You're that WoW hunter style.
13.
Okay, you throw your trap out and it like clink, 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 clinks. And you notice as it clinked across, there's, crumbling. You're hearing the stone crack and creak, and chunks of the stone floor falling down, which obviously looks like it's just clay mud that they faked stone blocks with.
It's spackle.
And you're noticing that like every
much.
few inches where your trap clanked, little bits have fallen down. So it's solid-ish. Maybe something super lightweight could go across it carefully.
Say something. Say something small.
No.
Or someone small. Maybe.
Yeah, that's. No, I'm a thing. I'm a goblin.
You're like 20, 30 pounds.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Depending on how much armor you're wearing.
It's leather armor. So I actually did the math at one point on the gear. I mean, I'll go ahead and get myself ready and into the. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it and try to make my way through the door because it looks like it's. I'm light enough that I might be able to.
Okay.
So I'm assuming.
Go ahead and give me a. You can go.
Probably not good regardless.
Give me a athletics.
So
Now I will give you advantage because you know it's a trap.
Okay.
It's blatantly this is some kind of deadfall trap.
For the listeners, is a 3 on the die.
Yeah.
Which was downgraded to a 2. So my better roll with bonuses is a 6.
Goodbye.
So
all of a sudden you hear the goofy.
How far in is he?
Sound.
You're out here boosting them.
Okay.
And he snuck
okay.
inside the little opening that he was peering through earlier. So while all this is action, he's like, I'm man of action. I'm going to get in there. And he peeled off from the rest of the group because, that's the way the wolf goblin rolls.
The wolf goblin.
And doesn't roll well.
Wolf goblins fear no danger. By the way, did I ever tell you their pack's dead? So,
Blaze of Glory or just death?
So as you step in there, you reach down. You're doing that ninja pitter patter of your feet, where you're super careful, super walking around the cracks. You reach down and pick up your trap. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And as soon as you do, you look forward and realize the two cracks that you were avoiding kind of like spiral helixed in front of you, and you stepped on a chunk. And you and the chunk just go falling down into the darkness.
It's like a Looney Tunes cartoon at that point. It's like...
Jehovah starts with an I.
So go ahead and give me a dex saving roll, because there's more than just a fall involved.
Okay.
Here.
So...
I don't know.
10?
What is it with the 20s?
Wow, y'all gotta love your 20s here.
I'm swapping out with my other set.
Oh man, I'm
You
sorry.
might need to microwave that dice.
Because not only is it a nice, decent sized fall, but there's some punji sticks sticking up. Because these guys, both the goblins and the kobolds, hate humans, and
I figured I would be light enough there.
Oh, just 8 points of damage.
And I am at -1.
So you're at 0.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, are you making any sound, or are you just silently going in there?
I am screaming my head off.
As his last action is he screams, falls, and there's this sickening, piercing feeling. Because you're a goblin, you can probably only catch like one punji stick somewhere important.
That's worse, actually.
At least if you can
spread it around.
Open the gate now, since I've watched his horrifying death.
You can reach that gate. Give me an athletic strength check. You're gonna have to pull that sucker open.
Okay, so athletics.
I have faith in you.
21.
Yeah, you grab it and you just like give it that solid shake to test it, and it just breaks free. Dust and cobwebs start breaking immediately as you pull it open, and there's this horrible screechy sound that almost sounds like a bird. that it just, and some of the timber's like crunching and breaking off into powder. And as you do, that exact moment when you're opening it, because you're like, Ranger, where'd you go? You see Ranger go through this hole in the floor. It's about yay big, goblin size. But you can see cracks now.
Don't step there.
Can I get a look without stepping in the?
Oh yeah, you have dark vision, so you can see where his trap has disturbed the clay, and you can see that there's fake brick. You could even say.
And how far down is the pit?
It's from what you're seeing, you can only really see just a hole that disappears into more darkness that goes down at least 5 feet that you can see. Now, if you go up there and like wrap the floor with your weapon, you definitely destroy enough so you can see all the way down.
So as to hit him with falling debris as well.
And we'll risk it. I'll tap it.
Okay, so you walk in there and just do the tappa, stompa, and the cracks just start cascading down. And you can see literally there's a 15-foot square of, it goes down about 6 to 8 feet-ish, it looks, especially now with all this stuff. And got punji pit spikes all through just the center.
Okay. Can I climb down?
Yeah. On your next turn, you could try to do a climb roll to gently get yourself down there.
I'm not there. I'm not going to say anything.
It's because you saved her, see?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking is there's another goblin.
I mean,
Just sacrificing
We've got a
goblins today.
spare.
We have rope, though.
So what is our cleric doing?
Well, obviously, I've heard the commotion.
You've heard the door being opened. You've heard the scream. You've heard the kobold crash.
Right. And
All these simultaneous sounds echoing.
I'm like, what the
Which
hell?
colors do you like better?
Go look. What the hell?
These ones?
Okay, how to get down there? Because I can't. I mean, I can do spare the dying on you, but I have to touch you. So
Okay.
gotta get down there.
Pretty much
somehow.
you could do an athletics roll to climb down the sides because, like I said, only the center 5 feet
Okay.
have punjies. It's almost like they expected the humans to walk in a straight line to the door.
Never
it
ever
was
approaching
still
the door from the front.
Door, there's still only one way to the door.
Exactly. It's almost like they planned this trap well, except for those poor guys that fell out of the sky.
He could always lower me down.
Yeah. I would say you would have advantage with that roll if you basically are doing the whole, you're grabbing his weapon, he just broke it off and lowering yourself down without his permission.
I have 50 foot of hempen rope.
Okay.
I don't know if you need the rope, but he could lower you down. It's not that far.
Okay. Either way.
It's just like a slight embankment type of slide. You know?
Oh, okay. Oh boy. Why do I?
It's not the kind of hole when you fall down you need a ladder to get out or
It's
you're
like
really
a canal.
Oh, it's like okay.
Maybe a bigger canal. Right?
It's like the canals in Yuma.
All right.
There you go. You mean the rivers.
Or Miranda. Yeah.
So you said with advantage?
With advantage, yeah. So athletics with advantage. And don't forget, you are a hobgoblin just in case. Your racial ability.
Oh, yeah. If you...
Granted, Mr. Punji Poke does not count as a witness.
If you did poorly...
Oh no. I
was
got
saying
I
you
got a
could roll.
15.
15? Oh, yeah. You easily do the whole, as you walk by him, he kind of throws his hand out. You kind of clasp the hand and kind of swing down safely. Where the poor, you're crunching on the clay bits, but the poor goblin's like there. You just see his limp body stuck in some pokiness coming out of his back.
I'm gonna have to get him off the punji stick. So.
He easily comes off the stick and can be laid down for some of your medicinal touching.
Yeah, so spare the dying.
Okay, so you slap him with the spare the dying, and all of a sudden he doesn't need to make saving throws versus death.
I'm still at 0, I assume.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
That's
But
very
you're not
handy.
dying.
But you're not at any risk of having to use your success or fails.
Yes.
Unless you plan on getting a natural 20. In that case, you can bring yourself back to life.
Given my track record.
Yeah, let's not put our money on that one.
Okay, so you guys, you've broken up nicely into multiple groups. And all of this...
like everyone knows
that
you
was a
should.
set up.
All of a sudden, Rexlar's looking down at the kobold that's still alive. You see him reach down and he pulls out a horn.
Ah, crap.
And he puts the horn to his scaly lips. He licks his scaly lips and goes... And it looks like he's blowing this horn as hard as he can. He's got the little jazz band cheeks going, but you're hearing no sound.
That is not how you play a horn.
You pucker.
I play trombone.
You don't puff your cheeks out.
Except for that one famous trumpeter back in the 40s.
Yeah, well, aside from that.
Yeah, he was the one.
And you see him blowing this horn with all his might, but you're hearing no sound.
Okay.
We're totally safe, guys.
Oh,
If I was alive, I might have cause for alarm to investigate.
So that's a good time to roll initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Glad my
Oh,
legs
goodness.
get out of you. Good job.
I just out of...
Just in case.
Oh.
Where's the initiative thing?
Actually, guys,
Should be like top middle.
21.
So 18.
Wow.
23.
18?
Oh.
What did the rogue get?
23.
Oh.
just being awesome. It's a thing. I wish I had a platform to sit on above the danger.
The bugbear could have put you on that platform. Here, my little sniper friend. Stay at safety. And what did a ranger get?
4. If needed.
And our wizard?
Oh, I got a very stout 5.
and our
That
cleric?
guy.
15.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, I'm alert. I was still laughing about the road.
Yeah. Poor bastards with their 1 that I rolled. Hey, there's a 20. Okay, so first step comes our rogue, who's recently been rescued on the ground. You hear some noise going on over there. What do you want to do?
Let's see. I want to get to it. Can I look around and see if there's a good spot to get up out of the way and
Well, remember, you
perch?
where you fell down.
Yeah, you're dangling.
Oh, that's right.
He recently caught you and landed you gently down there. He caught you like the princess from The Princess Bride. And to you, he does look like Andre the Giant.
Hello, lady.
You want a peanut?
Your wizard is the Brew Squad.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna climb back up.
Okay.
That's right. Totally gonna do it.
Okay, so
And she gives you the uppy.
I'll put her back up there then.
I think he's not lifting the hobgoblin. Can he just have start her from the palm of his hand and make the single roll?
Yeah, I could sort of give her a leg up and then or put her on my shoulders and then lift her up like that.
Yeah,
I've done that with small children before.
Am I
and
still
totally
standing on
went
him,
well.
or did I make it to the top?
No, you're perched at the top.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
you made it all the way to the top when you flung your axe
cool.
down there. Yeah. Yeah, you're still hanging precariously on the edge there.
Yeah, I've got limits.
Just kidding. Okay, so go ahead and make your climb with advantage. Give me an extra 20 so you scamper all the way up there.
Oh my god, it rolled off my paper to a worse roll. Okay, so I rolled
You have
twice.
advantage.
Okay.
Yep.
The 16 is the best.
16? Okay, so he puts you on the hand, does this, and you start scampering back up there, taking a wide berth around that missing brick hole.
Why? It seems like a good football.
Yeah. Maybe you could climb through the brick hole.
That's
That's
really
an
large
option.
brick.
I'm just
Or
saying.
you're just a really small goblin.
I'm a pretty small goblin. All right. Well.
Okay, so you're scampering back up there.
Yep.
Okay. Scamper. So then we've got our fighter with his axe on the pylon. The one kobold going, looking right. You guys got this thing going on.
Is
You're
my
looking
mouse
at-
acting weird?
No.
Okay.
So the hand axe I
thinking.
threw, right?
Is it
I don't know about
like how far
mice
away is it
hearing,
from me?
but
It's quite a distance away. You'd have to climb down to actually.
Okay, so it's on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to pull out my other hand axe, and I'm going to throw that one at him.
Okay, go for it.
Jump on it. That might be a bad idea.
Depth
considering
from
how rickety
above
it
from
is.
20 feet up might
That'd be awesome.
It would be awesome.
The look on the
It's like
kobold's
he's
face.
not. See, if he had enough mass to break my fall, but it
Yeah.
would mostly just break my ankles.
Right.
We already have me holding us down.
don't need extra.
Yeah, ish happens.
So yeah, I'm gonna throw my other hand axe at him.
Okay.
Nat 20.
That'll kind of hit.
Just kind of though.
There's a chance you could survive.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Not that chance.
You basically, as he's blowing the horn, your axe literally splits his skull to where you see this little crack, and the horn's just hovering there as he falls over dead.
Crack the neck. All right. What's next?
Okay, so it is now our paladin's turn.
Reach down to pull up the goblin.
You okay?
Muscle pain.
Ow. So you reach up and you bring the poor goblin's little body Do you give him reverence, or do you just like toss him around? Pick him up by one leg and toss him like a dead chicken.
Could you make sure to check his pocket? Well, no.
Dude, seriously,
say
the
he didn't
kobolds
fall
came by
out
and
in the
looted
fall,
your
right?
body before we got to you.
Right.
It took us a while to get there. The goblins were
Okay,
swarming.
and if you want, you could give her a hand up as well. So if she's coming back up, you
I'll
got
do so.
advantage. Okay, so you take goblin in one hand and your fellow hobgoblin in the other. You guys are having a hobgoblin moment.
Yeah, no.
Hobnoblin.
That could go so many different ways.
Super clever.
No, it's a thing now.
It's definitely a thing.
It's a thing.
That's actually the official term for a group of hobgoblins.
Right. It's hobnoblin.
What are you guys doing? We're hanging out. We're hobnobbing.
No, we're hobgoblins.
From now on, that's what I'm going to do with my friends.
Okay, so he reaches his hand out if you want to climb out with advantage.
Oh, Lordy.
Or you can go over and climb out, at the door. I mean, you have that option.
Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna
Or you
be...
could heal him, and then you
I
don't
was
have to
gonna-
worry about.
Well, I was going to heal him, but I guess that'll have to wait. I guess...
You could heal. I mean, he's close enough to the edge that you could touch him to heal him, or if it's range heal, depending on which one of your heals you want to burn on.
Just pull him off of the spikes first.
Yeah.
He already did.
Yeah, he's already
They're
on top.
handing
But
him
that
out
could
of the
be
hole.
fun too.
Well, no.
You now have special body piercing. The best
Extreme
part,
body
the
piercing.
best part is
Go.
it's some kind of hollow
Okay,
reed, so you can
so-
run water through you.
So is it what, athletics?
To climb out, yeah,
Okay.
and you've got advantage because you're using teamwork.
12.
Okay, yeah, you basically you come out and he's got the goblin tossed, nicely to the side.
Okay.
Goblin toss.
Am I tossed inside or outside?
Tossing.
Outside.
It's not
the
a thing,
pit.
guys.
Well, but inside or outside the door, I guess.
Outside, because
Right.
nobody's
Right.
actually
Right.
opened the door
Yeah.
yet.
Oh,
So they pulled you up
I mean-
and out.
Let's be honest, Gigglesnort would totally be up for it.
Okay.
we're probably-
Do you have any
we won't
bonus
be on this
actions
side.
you want to take? Like, do you have a spell that's a bonus action?
I don't think I did.
Did you already spare him?
Yeah.
I already did.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was nice. She pulled him off the spike and said, "Spare the dying. You shall not die today. You have not served
yet.
my goblin lord and savior."
I can so do that accent.
But
I grew up a Southern Baptist.
A good old goblin revival.
You don't admit those things.
I just realized what my character should have yelled. I found the trap.
Splat.
It is a trap. I found the trap.
See,
Well,
the worst
you'll
part
have
is
more
you
opportunities
knew
to
the
help
trap
him.
was there.
Yeah.
It's just your goblin agility failed you.
Amongst other things.
Amongst your D20.
My intelligence.
Aww.
Well, that's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
It's the World Wizard's turn as he pushes the goblin up. What would you like to do?
So I heard him yell.
Uh-huh.
They moved around to help him, so I guess I'm climbing the wall.
So you're going King Kong?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an 18.
Okay, yeah, you're catching up on the little goblin with your big reachy arms. Goblin.
Do I have a carabiner?
That's why I was asking if you had a climbing kit.
Yeah.
See?
I don't have a climbing kit.
So it's going to take 3 rolls, but that'll be further on, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, actually, with you could do it in 2 rolls. So pretty much you two will reach the top at the same time.
Okay.
At the end of
Next
next
round.
round, basically.
Right.
Okay, so Ranger.
What can I do other than sit
Well,
there?
did she cast a healing spell on him?
No.
Yeah, just
Okay.
spared him.
Okay. So you feel
She probably figured it was safer at the
You are
moment.
preserved.
Yeah.
you feel that something happened to you that was bad,
Mm-hmm.
and you taste. I don't know what that taste is, but you taste it.
Pennies. Lots of pennies.
As there's green blood inside the punji pit now.
No, I think they call it
like
crow.
any of these noses.
As you just feel that you're in a safe, warm, floating place.
I'm assuming. Am I conscious yet, or not?
You're basically passed out.
Okay, that's
grievously wounded to the point of where you passed out.
That's
but you
that's
don't
what I
feel the thread, the silvery thread of your life thinning down to break. You feel secure in your body. You just feel warm and comfortable and covered in something warm and sticky. That would be your own fluids. Your entrails are now outrails.
Yes.
Okay, and then all of a sudden, the hobgoblin on the wall's looking down. Smug hobgoblin satisfaction at the dead kobold there. As all of a sudden you see both of these doors open up.
Kind of made a crashing noise too.
There was a crashing noise.
And I'm all out of hand axes.
Get ready, they're going to come up at you in a moment.
That's fun.
They'll be throwing them at you.
As all of a sudden...
Dodgeball rules.
Yes, my
catch
light
us
side,
out.
dark side Star Wars points are going to be kobolds. 5 kobolds come piling out from both sides.
You can dodge an axe, you can dodge a ball.
And of course, these two are greeted with the horrible sight of the smear kobold. As they're kicking in the door, obviously you can tell they were alerted somehow. Maybe it's a magical horn. And they're, two of them, basically this guy who opened the door and this guy who opened the door, seem immediately they know there's danger. The others are kind of like, what the hell's going on? By the so many heads of Tiamat. and you see, these guys are all armed with spears.
So many.
And they look around, and of course, immediately they see you with, your great powerfulness. Mainly because the axe is kind of giving them the angle of death. And they look at you, and immediately, of course, this is their action coming in the room, because 2 of them opened the doors, and they called the rest in to rush in, and they're all...
Bless you.
I don't speak kobold.
And then one of them looks at you, and you're just like, what? Death to the Greenbloods!
Is there anywhere to tie on the rope at the top there? And
Done.
There's spots you could find.
And then you could just dive down with the rope in hand. Swing in like I can.
Oh, yes.
Then
This
I
can't go wrong at
I
all.
will Errol
Then
Flynn
you
the
won't
crap
break
out of
your
this.
ankles.
Yeah, actually, how much rope is left from where the door, like where the axe cut?
Oh, pretty much when you cut it, the rope went both ways, so it went back to the ground.
Okay, so there's nothing up here from you.
There's nothing that you could, spin off of.
Do you have rope in your pack?
I used mine to get down. Did the rappelling thing.
Okay.
So presumably it's still attached to the top of that.
Because that's
cliff.
that rope you guys left on the chasm part.
Okay.
So that way you have a safe way to egress if need be.
Did we tie them all there? Because
No,
have not done
only one person, because,
That was me.
yeah,
Okay.
So
he sacrificed his rope for the team.
and killed a bunch of kobold. Like I'm doing the heavy lifting.
You are.
Which is
You're
weird.
working really
Except
hard.
you did the actual lifting.
But now the rogue is like, you're coming up there with your big beefy arms, and the rogue's like,
Can I start paying attention?
In that case,
It doesn't seem like
since
good.
does there look like a way I can climb down?
You could climb down. There's plenty of handholds, so you would have advantage climbing down from the inside of this, because there are handholds up the wazoo.
All right.
Well, because they went last in initiative, so now we're back at the top of the order.
Okay, cool. Then I will go ahead and clamber down.
Well, first would be Ashley.
Okay.
It's
Yeah. I'm
your
gonna do
second
that.
slot.
Okay.
Yeah. She's out there scampering away. What is that?
21.
Is that a natural 20?
No.
Oh, okay. You made a face. I was hopeful.
No,
So-
I mean, I just thought I didn't
You're
fall again.
scampering, and you're coming up just as you see your partner getting ready to jump down. You're like, I'm here. But what?
Why are you going?
Okay, so you're gonna now. If you want, you could try to do the whole George of the Jungle Tarzan thing. Hopefully not the George of the Jungle version.
Let's
Or you
avoid.
could swing down. Kind of, you're willing to take fall damage, like half fall damage, which would be 1d6.
Okay.
Swinging down quickly if you made your athletics roll.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay.
And I'll still have my movement whenever I hit the ground.
Yeah, because this would be your action. You'd still be able to move.
Okay.
If you want. I mean, you could always
So I could take the safe way down and not take any damage.
Yeah. Which would take
what would be the advantage of the more stylish way?
You still have your move. The other way, you're using all of your move and action.
Could she have grabbed my rope on the way up and handed it to him?
Or does the rogue have?
Well, she's
rope?
busy climbing at this
Yeah,
point.
you don't have free hands.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the safe way down just to
be safe.
Just to be safe. 10?
10? Okay.
Actually, you said advantage.
Yeah,
on that.
advantage because you got plenty of handholds.
Yes, let's go with the 10.
Okay, you're doing the whole jump down, Assassin's Creed jumping on a little board, then coming down and swinging. Now, where would you like to land? Pretty much anywhere in there you can land because you were moving around enough up there.
Actually, I want to land next to the hole/door.
The door? Okay, because
yeah.
the door is still closed.
Yeah, I want to, and do that. Try and see how it opens.
It actually opens pretty freely.
Okay, cool. Then I just.
It's almost
so now
like
that everyone can see
the door is kind of open, and so you're standing like right there.
Yep.
This looks like you.
I
have.
You have a mini.
Actually, wait, no, that's even better. Yeah,
I thought you'd like.
Well, actually, yeah, because I do have a two-handed axe, so yeah, that works.
So here.
It's so cute.
Yeah, like right here.
Right there?
Yeah.
So you're not blocking the door?
The axe is all bendy. This is
Okay.
my rubber axe, so we don't hurt you.
So, Paladin, what are you going to do?
So I now can see goblins
You can go kobolds.
or kobolds, whatever.
Don't attack the goblins.
Details.
Yes, you see the goblin that's spared next to you.
Short and scaly one.
Okay, so I'm able to see kobolds.
Yes.
Eyeball.
Like if you were to go cockeyed, you can see those two guys.
Well, I have a javelin.
You do have a javelin.
Throw a javelin.
You will be disadvantaged because you're shooting through a doorway to go after.
Can I let me step through the
Do
door?
not shove that in my back.
Let's step through the doorway.
Okay. You could. Yeah. So you're gonna basically come around this little very lip of an edge that's still there that you can just barely slowly tiptoe, and step inside the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, that looks like you.
Come on. And
As you have a big blue dinosaur that's riding a big green dinosaur.
They're erasers. They're the best
Okay.
erasers.
and pitch a javelin.
Okay, so you're coming in and you're just like, "Pshwa!" with the javelin. You come through that door and you snapshot that javelin. So quickly, your partner's ear,
It's now pierced.
his hobgoblin ear whiffles. Thankfully, the tip did not notch it, as it whiffles past his ear and shatters up against the wall over there. And all the kobolds with their spears are just watching this javelin fly through in slow mo as it hits the wall and just like shatters into 1,000 splinters.
And they all get splinters under their
He
feet.
is a hobgoblin. He technically could.
Oh, would you like a pencil?
He could have changed
Actually,
that
have
rule.
pencil.
Oh yeah, if you wanted to, there's that.
You know, I do want to do that.
You can say face.
I want to say face.
Oh, okay, because you have a goblin
You
up
saw this
above,
outcome almost come to
and you
fruition.
have a hobgoblin in the room with you. Pencils, if you need pencils.
Okay.
So that's two comrades watching you.
So, okay, and that's where's
There's a safe face.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No ability or attack or saving throw gain +1. No, that's not gonna give me.
Not gonna get high enough.
Yeah, so no, I would not.
Okay. So basically, you were in there just it was a distraction. It was a distraction, guys. Okay. So do you have any bonus actions you want to do? I don't think you do.
No.
Okay. So it's the cleric. You have the kobold. I mean, your not kobold goblin friend next to you. His poor body's barely breathing. It's so sad.
Yeah.
It is. You can practically see his lungs fluttering in the hole. All you're seeing is that punji stick that left a hole behind that's going.
No, actually, she can see that.
that
'cause she's
actually-
pointing it open like that's really neat.
Okay, so cure wounds.
Okay.
Alright.
So in your rough rough language, what does your Cure Wounds spell sound like?
Heal now, dumbass.
Accurate.
It loses nothing in translation.
Okay.
All right, so we got, hold on, 9 points.
Ooh.
Nice.
She's like, I healed you so well, I healed you more than you took.
That was very creative.
My plan
That's why
all
you
along.
married me.
Right?
So you send the energy of your god down there. How does it feel to you when you channel your god's power? Does it get your blood rushing for war and battle and death? Does it bring the stench of death?
I'm trying to put it into words. So,
Orgasmic.
yeah, there you go.
There you go. You get that orgasmic battle rush.
There you go.
It's not yet your time to die. You need to kill more. As you just pump the energy, as outside, you're hearing, rocks shuffle because the other climber's finishing his climb. Go ahead and give me an athletics roll for your big gorilla arms.
An 11.
Hey, it's good enough. As you pull yourself up, the goblins next to you, you're looking down. You're seeing these two in there, a room full of kobolds with spears. And then all of a sudden, you hear cough, cough, sputter, sputter, as our ranger sits up.
Did I miss anything?
Certainly not the spike.
Zing! I think you actually took more damage from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, come on.
I'm fully healed, but I still need ointment for that burn.
I need a
That
death
was
save
great.
from that.
I'll be here all day.
It's the goblin rivalry.
It's a good thing she overhealed.
So did you want to try to shoot a stray shot through there, or do you want to follow like the paladin did and run around?
Yeah. If now we're a little more aware of what is sturdy and what is not, I think I can carefully.
Yeah. Oh, you can clearly see the little tippy toe ledge, which for you, by the way, is like a path.
Yeah, I
For them,
pulled this
it's-
guy as a figure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you could go into the room if you want. You can cohabitate,
Yeah.
and you can go around and take your own
There's
spot
one.
if you want. So you could share a spot with one of them
Yeah, but
if you want.
I mean,
you
I'm-
can just put their guy on that, and you're between their legs.
I mean, not much of an advantage at this. There's enough room, I think,
Okay.
that I'm not gonna necessarily get in the ways.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm gonna get there and take a shot. I'll take a shot at this guy right there.
the first one.
The first point. That is a 17.
That will hit.
Finally.
And it's funny you say that because yes, they're covered in white woad. Those two.
Ooh. That would be for 5 points.
5 points. You shoot your little arrow. Twing! You shoot it out at him, and he goes ah! As it hits him in the stomach, and he kind of falls to the ground.
You like that? No.
Are you showing off your goblin pictures? It falls on a little disc, dead.
Now you know what that feels like.
As you have a big bloody hole in your tunic.
It's
Okay.
nice to give them the
He'll
point.
be here all night.
As you hear a resounding cheer of
more punchy sticks.
death to the Greenbloods as they're charging you guys.
Been there, done that.
Close enough.
Oh man, I thought I was going to have to go take a walk over there.
Oh man, and they do have pack tactics.
Awesome.
So this one's gonna go after the ranger with his little pokey spear. It's so cute. It's a cute little pokey spear. Well, it's not that cute when it only rolls. Will a 13 hit you?
No, I got a 14.
He spears, and you're wise to these ways. You do that whole Legolas bow block thing.
I learned the hard way.
Then this one's going to go after the big scary guy in armor. Because the two in the middle, they see the big scary guy in armor. They don't know anything about the guy who throws axes and kills goblins en masse. Will a 15 or 9 hit you?
No.
Okay. He spears at you, and you just like do the whole warrior sidestep as the spears where you are not. Why deflect? This one is going to spear at you. I'm just going to grab a second D20 if I have one. Make life easier. Will a 13 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, then obviously the 12 will not hit you either. So they both suck. And this one's going to go after you. His white load. He's like, it's all white loady. Will a 20 or a 20 hit you?
One will, the other won't.
For 4 points of piercing damage.
I am so wounded.
As he like sticks you in the thigh. Would you like a pencil?
Yes, since mine has apparently walked off.
As all of a sudden he comes running up and just stick in your thigh. And you're like, and now there's green blood spilled on the floor. And you just see them all cheer when the blood is spilled. Death to the Greenbloods! And that is a good place to wrap it up there.
Down in the depths of the mountain, we dwarves spend our time forging powerful weapons, mining precious gems and metals, and feasting like kings. But after a day of digging for the next Arkenstone, this dwarf likes to come home to a package full of loot. Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription box service forged specifically for RPG and tabletop gamers. Miniatures, dice, tokens, coins, maps, modules, terrain pieces, handcrafted items, RPG jewelry, and more are yours for only a few gold per month. You even get a digital crate along with a physical one as an added bonus. So are you brave enough to reward yourself with a Dungeon Crate? By Morden's beard, I hope so. DungeonCrate.com. Let the adventure begin.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And remember, be careful out there. There be dragons about.